So don't forget to turn on this little camera. I'm going to start it early. I'm still setting up the live stream. I'm doing the live stream simply because well, because it is possible. Okay. The mic is loud. Okay. So, I'm doing the live stream simply because it's possible, and if the quality of the video would be as good as what I'm actually taking down in my computer, then it would be twofold purpose, sort of. I can have the raw videos out there as quickly as possible. However, there is a little bit of a conflict with YouTube, I suppose, because it's not uploading a very good version or something. It was the first video. I actually re-uploaded it. It was very, not shaky, but just low FPS, and it's unhappy. It made me unhappy. So, that's the keyboard. Right now I'm on step number 10, because I just finished step number 9. But step number 10 is updating the firmware on the Teensy board. Required files is the Teensy loader application, which is at this website right here, and the ErgoDox firmware, which is here or here in very specific. First link will take you here. You click this, it brings you here actually. And this is the same thing that is the linked, well, that's linked right there. 2012 12/20 QWERTY Kinesis mod.zip. 2012 12/20 QWERTY Kinesis mod zip. So if you don't feel like clicking a bunch of other pages, actually, this does have some information on how to load it onto the TNC, and as well as changing the direction of the diodes. I decided that I wanted to reverse those physically because I did it wrong in the first place. I wanted them to be correct so I wouldn't have to mess around with it. So technically I didn't have to, like, I could have just left all the diodes on that side. Probably wrong, but that is how it is. Okay, so CNC loader application. For the firmware, you only need to download the file with the keyboard layout you want. If you are unfamiliar with the different keyboard layouts, here is the one you can download. Or here's one you can download. Full credit for developing this firmware goes to Ben Blazak and contributors to the GitHub project. So if you want to give them money, they would probably appreciate that. Step 11, Teensy firmware. It's named the same as step 10. Ensure you have access to the push button on the Teensy board. Requires the top acrylic sheet of the keyboard to be removed. Not necessarily. There is a really tiny really tiny hole in the top acrylic right here that you'll need something small to get in there to push down into that, but you can access that button without taking off the top acrylic. So that is nice. If for any reason you would need to do the button thing after you've got it fully set up. So make sure you have access to this little button right here. Step 12, teensy connection. Connect the keyboard to your computer via USB, a mini B cable. If the keyboard is using a fresh teensy board, the LED on the board should blink on and off every 2 seconds. This is the default program loaded on the board. So technically speaking, I could have done this step before I even built the keyboard at all. But that wouldn't be any fun. So I've got the USB connected here. I'm gonna plug that into my computer, and hopefully this won't go up in flames, and some kind of LED around here should be blinking if I did it right and if it's connected correctly. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short video. If I could only plug in the USB. This way? No. This way? Alright. Blink! Blink! That is a very good sign. I am happy. We have blinkage. Okay, so connect the keyboard to your computer, blah blah blah. I did that. Teensy Loader app. Run the Teensy Loader application. So, technically the other steps told you to load the stuff. Step 2, right now, I actually have a Teensy 2.0 style. That is what came with my my keyboard. So that is Teensy 2. That doesn't matter, I suppose. Teensy 3 is supported by Teensy Dino, I guess that, or Duino. After installation, Teensy Loader is in hardware tools. It is run automatically when using Verify or Upload within the Arduino software. Teensy Loader is available for these operating systems. So you choose your operating system. I did 7 Vista, and it takes me here, and it tells me the same stuff, kind of. Well, after installation, Teensy Loader is in hardware tools, but I don't have a Teensy 3. Files to download: Teensy Loader program and LED blink, both slow and fast. Teensy EXE is a single file application, so there is no installer required. You may copy it anywhere to your computer. Simply double-click the application to run it. The first time it runs, Microsoft will ask you to confirm. This window should show pjrc.com LLC as the publisher. I already downloaded them, obviously. So I've got them in here. There's the Teensy. There's that one. There's the both blink also. The Teensy Loader should appear as a small window. If the Teensy board is running the LED blink or not connected, you should see this window. So I'm actually gonna disconnect it. for a moment and then start this. pjrc.com LLC. There we go. I'm plugging it in. So it's flashing again. Teensy loader should appear as a small window. If the Teensy board is running the LED blink or not connected, you should see this window. That window right there. If half key is running, you should see this. Something else. I was initially I was a little bit confused. I was like, you know, which one of these should I choose? Because sometimes I've got a dual boot system, so sometimes I load Windows XP, and in the future I kind of want to do Linux. This Teensy loader is, oops, that's not right. I'm pretty sure it's just for loading the firmware onto the board, and so you don't have to have this. Your board is gonna, your keyboard is going to understand what it's being connected to. I would hope that's the point of setting this up, is getting firmware on there. So if half key is running, you should see this. If not, simply make sure your Teensy board is connected and press the push button to run half key. The Teensy loader will quickly recognize it. So let's see. Let us see. I'm gonna press the button to activate using my itty bitty tweezers. I'm just gonna push it. Press the button. I got the installing device driver software. It recognizes it. Okay, so that's good. USB input device driver software installed successfully. It is no longer blinking here. No longer blinking. So from the file name, choose open hex file to open blinkfast.hex, which is one of these things you downloaded. If you wanted to download it, you can download it. You don't necessarily have to. Blinkfast.hex is in here somewhere. So probably blinkfast hex. Well, blinkfast teensy 2 hex. Nope. This file, open hex file. I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna do blinkfast teensy 2 hex. Open hex file and open blinkfast teensy 2 hex, which you downloaded using the link at the top of this page. You can also open the file using the toolbar button, or using a drag and drop onto the upper portion of the window. When the file is open, the file name and percentage of usage of the Teensy's memory are shown. That is a picture. There we go. 7%. That does not get bigger. So, select Program from the Operations menu, or click the Program button on the toolbar. Which one's the Program button? This. The rotating down arrow. The download should be very quick. Perhaps too fast to see a tiny progress bar appear, but you should see the download complete message. Oh, no, that works. choose Reboot from the Operations menu or click the Reboot button on the toolbar. Your Teensy board should immediately begin running the fast LED blink program. There we go. Reboot. Reboot, okay. And there it is. Fast blink. Okay. Right. So, to try automatic mode, simply click the auto button or choose automatic mode from the operations menu. The auto button should illuminate bright green. Then open the slow LED blink hex file. I'm gonna press this, or wait, I'm just gonna try, I'll try doing this. I guess we'll do this. We'll do what it says first. Open the LED blink. This is the slow one. Slow for Teensy 2. And then I'm gonna press the button on it. Ooh, where did I put it? There it is. Here. And it is back to the slow blink. Disregard the blink of my camera, my secondary camera, because that is blinking at an opposite pace. That's cute. That is cute. Alright, anyway, okay. So, that's how that works. When you press the button on your Teensy board, automatic mode will quickly program and reboot your board. Normally, while working on a project, you can leave the Teensy loader in automatic mode. Teensy loader always reads the latest version of your hex file, so you can just compile your code, then press the push button to program and run your code. So if you were gonna be writing your own code while on the keyboard actively, you could just load whatever new thing you want, and then if it's in auto, all you have to do is hit the button. You don't have to bother pressing those other buttons, which is, it's a nice little feature. So that is what is available on that page. That's the bottom of that. I'm assuming it's the same for the other operating systems. Step 13, Teensy Loader app. Run the Teensy Loader application, Mac, Linux, Windows. Step 14, push Teensy button. Click auto button, rightmost button on the toolbar. It should light up to a bright green and instructs the program to load the current file onto the Teensy board. That. Step 15, Teensy firmware. Extract the ErgoDox firmware binaries from the zip file. So that is actually, I'll show you, this is where you get it again. You could just select the one further up, or you could try a different keyboard layout from somewhere else. But if you're just looking for the binaries, they can be downloaded here. If you click that, it brings you directly here, and there's only one choice. So that's the thing that's loaded anyway. So I'm going to, it does have some good information on there though. So if you want to read through that, it is good to take a look at all the different stuff. So this one, I'm gonna copy that and put it in here. Firmware.hex. There isn't an EEP. I don't see an EEP. extract the ErgoDox firmware binaries from the zip file. Drag and drop the .eep file. Step number 16, Teensy loader files. Drag and drop the EEP file onto the Teensy loader. The bottom bar should now read firmware.eep, followed by a percentage of the memory used by the program. Let me see. There's an EEP. Drag and drop onto. There we go. It does mention. Actually, where it mentions it here, I think. How to. Most of these instructions, or notes rather, are meant for people whose Googling skills and patience are directly proportional to the amount of C program they don't already know. I've done my best to organize the comment things though, so I hope that just about anyone who manages to find their way all the way here will be able to figure out a good deal from the context. Load the firmware onto the Teensy beginner. For beginner, make sure your Teensy is plugged in via your USB. You have the appropriate version of the Teensy Loader application from PJRC installed. You know what the reset button, aka the tiny push button on the Teensy is. See the half-key bootloader mode section of the Teensy first use page on the PJRC website. After getting set up, run the Teensy Loader program. This will give you a window as shown on the website. Click the auto button on the upper right hand side of the window. The button will light up brighter green. This tells the loader program to load its current file whenever the Teensy is ready for it. Locate your .eep and .hex files, your EEP and hex files. If you don't have any, you can grab the latest ones here at a Dropbox link in a .zip file. Choose the newest file whose name contains the name of the key map you want. Look for QWERTY if you're not sure. Actually, let's take a look at this. Nope, there's only one. Okay. Drag and drop the EEP file onto the Teensy Loader window. The information bar at the bottom of the window should now read firmware.eep, followed by the percentage of the Teensy memory that will be used by this file. Press and release the Teensy reset button, aka the tiny push button. The Teensy Loader should inform you that it is loading the file. Wait until it's done, it shouldn't take long. Drag and drop the hex file onto the Teensy Loader window. Press and release the Teensy reset button, aka the tiny push button. Your firmware is now loaded. Press a few buttons on the keyboard to make sure everything worked out right, and enjoy. Notes: it may not be necessary to load the EEP file. If the file is 0 bytes and the Teensy doesn't have anything loaded into its EEP ROM already, it doesn't make any difference, but it's good to do so anyway, just to be safe. It won't hurt anything either way. Now that your firmware is loaded, there should be a keyboard shortcut you can press instead of the Teensy reset button. See the documentation on your layout for more information. And then there's more information down there. So, we're gonna come up here and we're gonna do this. That's the Teensy EEP. I'm gonna hit the reset button and wait for it to do its thing. Reboot. Okay, automatic mode has been disabled because the board returned to bootloader mode very quickly. This is a safety feature to prevent an endless loop of continuously reprogramming when the file is blank or contains code that quits, okay, or crashes in a way which jumps to the bootloader. If your code intentionally jumps to the bootloader expecting an automatic update, please add a 2-second delay to avoid this automatic mode safety feature. That is a very good mode. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do that again. So I love how it tells you to switch it to auto and then put the EEP in there. It's cute. Okay, so I did that. Teensy reset button, press and release the Teensy reset button. Step number 12. Reboot OK message should flash on the Teensy loader, and you may get the following warning. Everything is fine, don't worry. It doesn't have a picture of it, but I definitely got that warning, and yeah, that's alright. So now auto is off again. I'm glad this picture has auto off, and well, that one doesn't have auto on. That's because after it's been loaded. I don't know why they bother fucking telling you to, well, press the auto button. Well, I suppose you run into the feature, so I suppose that's a good reason to switch it to auto, so that you run into that and recognize, you know, oh, it has this feature. That's pretty nice. Step 18, load firmware hex file. Drag and drop the hex file onto the Teensy loader. The bottom bar should now read firmware.hex, followed by the percentage of the memory used by the program. Click the auto button, and wait for the loader to complete programming and rebooting. So, actually, if you have it in auto, you can just drag a new file here and you don't even have to press. Don't even have to press it. I need to get printer ink so that I can print out map file. Firmware layout. This looks like something I should. Here we go. I need to print this out so I can put it in front of my keyboard, because none of my keys actually have any. No. Aha. Okay. Layer 3 has the numpad on it, basically. So that's pretty good. Okay. How do you get to layer 3? Shifted keys are labeled with SH at the beginning. I don't know. So, we'll just go back to this. This and this. And drag firmware hex up on this. Firmware.hex, 29% used. Click the auto button. Reboot OK. Install successfully. Step 20, final Teensy firmware reset. Press and release the Teensy reset button. Step 1. See step 1? Step 1 is... This is not step 1. Your keyboard should now be accepting inputs. Oh, even one thing's already lit up on here. I've got an LED lit up. That's a red LED. Okay. I didn't know what kind of LEDs they were. I'm gonna press the TT reset button. All 3 of them light up. They blink a little bit. Okay. Complete. Stack up the acrylic case plates as illustrated in the image below, left hand pictured, and secure it with the appropriate screws. I already did this process, but whatever. Enjoy your new awesome keyboard. Don't forget to configure it using our ErgoDox layer configurator. What's the ErgoDox layer configurator? Wah, wah, wah. 0, 1, and 2. This tool generates Teensy board firmware. Aha! So this, you could be like, alright, this is whatever. You could literally have your keyboard actually do that. That's pretty awesome though. That is so awesome. Instead of having to program this stuff yourself. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't be too necessarily difficult given like a short instructions thing, but whatever. Acrylic layer ordering gallery. So when I was peeling off the stickers for these things, well, the protective brown paper, they were labeled with barcodes and stickers. This was layer 5. That was layer 4. That one was 3. That one is the same. That was 2, and that was 1. So they're numbered backwards or labeled incorrectly or whatever, but I don't know. And that is how it should look. So now if I pop up just something, I should be able to type on this now. Equals, I don't, let me put up the layout underneath this because I don't know what I'm typing. Okay, so we are doing tests now. This is the testing. This is the testing. Can I make this font size? We're gonna increase the font size for you viewers at home. We're gonna increase the font size to 18, 20. There we go. Okay, so top left equals, and let's see here. Which one is left shift? Is this equals plus 1 and exclamation point, 2 and at, 3 and pound, 4 and cash, 5 and %. Escape is top right. Whatever. Where's the enter button? Return is return is this one. And that doesn't help me because that wasn't even on the thing. That worked. That's the top right. Let's see. Where's control? Left control is over here. Control. Control. Maybe control F. Where's F? This thing? There we go. Escape? Cool. Escape works. Let's see here. Backward slash? Yeah, backward slash. Are there 2 backward slashes? That's cute. Left shift and I don't know what that's called. Line. Q, big Q, W, little w, or vice versa. Big W, whatever. E, big E, R, big R, T, big T. LA 1 plus 1. Okay, so the layer plus and minus 1, that is, it was saying that right here. LA is for layer. 2 indicates that the second pair of push pop functions is being used. Differently numbered pairs won't interfere with each other. Plus indicates the layer is being pushed onto the stack at some point, either when the key is pressed or when it is released. Minus indicates the layer is being popped off the stack at some point. The last 2 indicates the layer number that will be activated on push. Okay. See the project's README MD file on GitHub page as a starting point for learning more about how this firmware implemented layers. I'm pretty sure that is this page. Is this? Yep, this is GitHub. So, Ben Blazak. This is the readme MD file. So it'll tell you how to, or whatever. Released under MIT license. License.md. Copyright that guy. I own none of the content on these websites. I own all the content on this website, minus the layout. And minus the actual, what's it called? Stuff. Things. The layout and the blogging software, whatever. Shifted keys are labeled with the SH at the beginning. This indicates that a shift is generated with the key press. Whatever. The same as if you held down shift and press that key. Okay, so if what, I don't know. Null indicates no key press or key release will be generated for that key or on that layer. So, okay, layer 2's got nothing on it. Layer 3? Huh, okay. Blank keys are indicated transparency. If you press that key on that layer, the key will act as if what was on whatever layer is active below the current one. So, okay. That's kind of nice. Some keys may be labeled with a special function like BTLDR, which tells the TNC to wait for the host to send new firmware. So that's the thingy the other thing was talking about. Where is it? Where is it? This? No. It's a different website. It's a different website completely. I think it says it in here. I just don't remember. There we go. Keyboard shortcut can press instead of a TNC reset button. And that is in the documentation. So, what? BTLDR. B too long, didn't read. Where is that located? No. Layer. Not seeing it. Yeah, whatever. I'll keep testing. Anyway. Layer 0. I don't think I need this anymore, actually. This. Okay. Quirt. And then layer +1 and layer -1. Layer +1 I should get. That is my other keyboard. It would help if I'm on the right keyboard here. Layer -1. No, that's more. Where's the backspace? Delete. Backspace. This is backspace. I'll figure out the other layer buttons. Those two on the side. In a moment. Enter. Tab. A, no, that's Q. Delete backspace. This one. This one here. This one. A, no, that's Q again. Stop it. This one. Yay. Okay. A S S D F G, and then the other layer key. Then we got enter. Left shift has been working, so that's good. Z. I'm sorry. Z X C V B, and then tilde and forget what that's called. We got another backslash key. We got left and right arrows. I was holding shift. That's not holding shift. And then I'm gonna hit enter and blah blah blah. Backspace, arrow over, delete. Left control is this. If I do that and hit print screen, do I have a print screen button? It's kind of an important button for me. If not, I'll probably reprogram that button on the bottom left that's the additional line, and I'll probably have that do print screen. No, I don't know. Let's see. Home, end, and let's see here. Num lock. I guess num lock. Oh, that's nice. Okay, num lock. That switches it to the number pad, so that's nice. I'm gonna delete all that. However, the LED is constantly lit, so I don't know if it's supposed to be constantly lit. I don't think it's supposed to be constantly lit. So I could probably check out whatever is doing the LED stuff here. To determine whether it should be lit or constantly lit. When it's reset, it does have I don't know. Oh well, I'll figure out what I should expect from that. So let's see. We'll do. Is it? It's in letters still. Okay. So that's pretty much everything on the left hand. I don't left alt. This will take me to file menu. So that works. Control. Oh no, I already did Control F, so Control works too. Okay. L GUI. Oh, I see. Escape is this one. that would be the Windows button. Argui is also the Windows button. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the right hand numpad. I already checked it out. We're gonna do this one, 6, and using the right shift, 6 and caret, 7 and 8 and star, 9 and left, parentheses, 0 and right parentheses, dash and underscore. Enter. We've got left bracket and left curvy bracket, Y, big Y, U, big U, I, big I, O, big O, P, big P, right bracket, right curvy bracket, H, no, let me delete, enter, H, and big H, J and big J, K and big K, L and big L, semicolon, colon, single quote, double quote, N, big N, M, big M, comma, left angle bracket, period, right angle bracket, forward slash, question mark, right shift has been working this whole time, left, up, no, down, up, down, right, and spacebar, right control, control and C, well, let's see, control A, control C, oops, that's control V, control Z, control C, there we go, end, enter, and we're still doing right control V. Good. Obviously keyboard shortcuts still work, no problem. Up. Left Alt will take me to the menu, and then page up and page down. Everything works on that layer. I am a little confused about LA1 plus 1, LA1 plus or minus 1? or is it minus 1? I don't know exactly what. Oh, maybe if I hold those, it'll give me the next layer. So let's try that. We'll hold maybe it's a plus and negative 1. I don't know. Oops. What did I just do? I just hit delete. Let's see, if I hold this shift, okay, holding the LA, the layer 1, holding that button down, hit layer 1 plus 1, I get layer 1, or rather layer 1 is current layer, layer plus 1 is what it should be. I got that. I'm no. Okay, no. Now it's just doing the other stuff. Okay, so without holding it, it turns it to the other stuff. Same thing on the right side. This will give me odd numbers and stuff. I'm sure that all these things are whatever. Mute. Volume down, volume up. I wonder. I don't know what mute's supposed to be muting, but it's not muting anything. And it's still on that layer. Power. So if I wanted those things, I could switch. And then to switch, let's see, if I go up a layer, it should be null. But it didn't. Hitting that just went to another one. What if I hit the other button? I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look into that and see if that, well, we'll see however that works, and go from there. However, now, other than this LED confusing me, I can put the keycaps on. The keycaps, I've got two options. I also have different top plates I could put on. Two options. I have these sculpted and I have them organized. I organized them earlier by what sort of slope they have. So, I'm going to take half of these. Clunk. And I'm going to take a look at the how these are supposed to go on exactly. So these are the let's see. DCS, DSA, keycaps direct, signature plastics. That is actually where Mass Drop gets their keycaps made. So these ones in particular are DCS, medium profile, cylindrical top, sculpted. So I'm about to lose some in a different place over there. I compared them earlier, and let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shows an additional row there, but these are all pretty much the same profile when I was taking a look at them. They're all basically they have the same curvature, they have the same angle, and apart from that being wider, it's basically the same angle. So I'm gonna need half of these for one half of the keyboard, and the other half I'm gonna do the DSA type, which came with for an additional cost. So half of these, and put the other half in a bag for now. I'm gonna determine which style of keycaps that I prefer more, and then either go get some more keycaps, because, well, you know, I've already spent this much money on a keyboard, so why not spend some more? Either get some more, or just switch the whole keyboard to one thing, or even just use some of them for particular keys, so that I've got WSAD more visible compared to the other ones. And these ones are a slightly different angle. I have a feeling I'm gonna prefer these sculpted ones, because I don't know. I just got a feeling. There's only 2 of this particular kind. Hold on a sec. This is a light. The light's gonna go off. It's gonna go back on. And off. And on. And getting out from under my computer. Clunk. Clunk. Not quite close enough. Nope. Nah. whatever. I was gonna plug my secondary camera in, but it doesn't want to. It's still got some way to go. The nice thing about the Navi is you can have it plugged in and use it at the same time. I don't think you can do direct transfers, although that would be nice. But, so these ones are all pretty much the same as each other. Much more sloped and higher profile than the other ones. So I'm gonna need half of those. Like I said, I already went through these. I compared them all to each other and figured it out from there. So, half of these, and I put the other half in here. I'll put this over here. Okay. Then these, I believe, are the thumb keys. I'll put those off separate to the side. Got and these ones are actually different types of keys, but they are mixed in the proper proportions for the thumb keys. So I've got these low profile ones, these higher profile ones, and these lower profile, wider ones. So two of those, and two of those. Okay, and last bag. These ones I think are the side keys. Oh, I'm not even... Not that it matters. I've got two cameras on this anyway, so... Well, now I've got two cameras on it. Previously, I had another camera on it, so I still have the footage. It's just not visual on this. Okay, so these ones are all actually flat curvature compared to the other ones which were at an angle. These ones are flat on the top. Oh, more... nope, that one's one of the thumbs. Disregard that. Here we go. That one has got a slope, whereas the other ones are straight up flat on the top. So, half of those. And then I'm going to do the same, except it won't be as difficult. I'll just count out for the other ones. Oops, dropped one. And I dropped another. So, 3 of them. Okay. Okay, so how do these go on, and which hand do I want it on? I'll do these on the right one. So we've got this big curvature going downward. Let's see, I'll show this. We've got the bottom row of the keyboard. This is the top of the keyboard, like your number keys, F1, all those sorts of things. And then it goes down the keyboard. So this is kind of like an orthographic view of a row, or rather a column, from the left-hand side looking to the right. So at the bottom of the keyboard you've got keys. They've got a big slant toward the front, or well, they slant that way like this. I'll actually put it like that. They slant up toward the top of the keyboard on the bottom section of it, and they're really low at the top, and then they've got the angle of the key is actually slanted toward the keyboard. Those are the lower lines, and we've got 2 sets of those and 1 of these. I took pictures before so that I'd know which way it would go, but I think in order to not press all the keys, I'm going to unplug the keyboard. I'm going to unplug it from here. Okay. Boop boop. Actually, I can find my picture. Let's see. Hold on a second. Computer. Place where I keep the pictures. Here they are. Okay, I took pictures. I set it up before and did it in the right order. So, one hand side of this, that's how that goes. Or at least that's how I figured it goes. So, these ones slant that way. I was basing it off of a particular picture. So these ones slant this way. And these ones, these smaller ones go down here, and the bigger ones go down up here. And then we've got a flat row. I think this flat row's up at the top. Yeah. And then it'll go like this. And then I've got the super slanty rows. Those are these two. what goes here? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, these ones on the side are wider keys. And these ones go like this. I think maybe not. I have a keycap puller over here. These ones go in these 2 rows. And then I've got 4 low profile ones and 1 high profile one. This high profile one goes here. And then the low profile ones match with the other ones. So if you're doing this, it's separate them by their profile, and the flat profile ones go along the top. The low profile ones go along these first 2 rows, and the 2 of each, well, 4 low profile wide ones go on the sides here, and then you've got the high profile ones, including the 1 high profile one here on that row, and then the 2 double wide, whatever these are, and then 2 low profile ones and 2 high profile ones up there. That's the layout of that. So that's one side. I suppose that's convenient, considering this is the side with the LED on it. And then this side, I think I could actually get so fancy as to put on the other top plate so that we've got a complete disconnect between the 2 sides. Well, not disconnect, but they look completely different. We got the clear one on the one side, and the other side is going to be black, because I've got the black top plates. I'll throw one down. So, right now, I'm removing the nuts and bolts. I'm gonna put the top plate on. And then we'll do the black DCS, yeah, DCS type keycaps on the left hand side. Oh, there's the broken part. Okay. Is that other top plate? Take your time. Got it. Put the bolts back on. There were concerns from other individuals about the aluminum top plates short-circuiting some things on the board. However, it looks like there's enough, a good enough amount of distance that I'm not gonna have to worry about it freaking out and whatever. Short-circuiting anything. I made sure that the capacitor was really close to the board, as close as I could get it. Last one. And now this side with the aluminum top plate here is going to get the other sort of keycaps that I've got. And these are just flat. They're all basically the same keycaps. They're just a flat profile. So all I have to do is just pick it and put it, basically, in the right orientation, obviously. So these ones, the curve, well, do they even have any sort of orientation? It looks like it doesn't even have, it has no sculpt whatsoever. So you could put this anywhere and it will be exactly the same, any orientation you want. So all I have to do is just pop them on. I don't even have to look at them. I can just pop them on. That's nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just straight up squares. They don't even have any sort of rectangular shape to them. So anything else, obviously, I'll just put straight back in the bag. Down one goes. Now the rest are all these. You're gonna need to press down pretty hard, at least the first time, to get them in place. I suppose the nice part about just getting straight up DCS is they're super nondescript. They don't have there's no bad way to put one on, basically. Unless you don't even put it on correctly. Certainly there's a wrong way to put it on, but only in like making sure it's on the stem, whatever. So that is that side. Now I'm gonna put the rest of these away. Don't lose those. So, I've got the one side, which is completely clear, and I've got the other side, which is all the black keys, this side being sculpted, and the other side not being sculpted. Obviously, they're all the same type of keys. So, here is the difference in profile. Those are all flat. And you can just put them on willy-nilly, whatever way you want. so long as, you know, it's the right type. And then these are, that's the sculpted ones, which give more of a profile. But as someone else put it, nerd achievement unlocked, ErgoDox assembly complete. I could pretend I'm both Sith and Jedi. But yeah, that as they say is that, and it is finished. I'm excited. I'm excited to actually put it to use. So that's all. If I run into any other problems or troubleshooting or anything like that, if I figure out what to do about that LED constantly being lit up, I can make a different video or make another video. But other than that, it's ready to go. So that's it.